Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on the Pride Ride right now. That's a whole bunch of people riding bikes together. It's a big group ride celebrating Pride in San Diego. Pride Month is in June, but San Diego celebrates it in the middle of July. So we're kind of like the last party in town anywhere. Typically on these group rides, I feel like when we go through Hillcrest, we dip down fourth because there's a protected bike lane there. But on this ride, we went down first. And I wanted to show that to you because I've never ridden down first before. And it's really lovely. There's no bike infrastructure to speak of. We're not talking about bike lanes today. We're not talking about um, uh, anything. Really, we have nothing. We're just on a residential street. But it's a residential street that's pretty far west compared to a lot of other routes that we go. Um, the ride that we do, and it's every year. I've been doing this ride for a few years at least, and typically we start over in Bird Park in the North Park area, and then ride up to Adams and go through North Park, University Heights, Hillcrest, and now we're in Hillcrest and we're heading down towards the Bankers Hill area. And if we would keep going south, it would be become downtown, Little Italy, places like that. But this is a road that is, I feel like, off the beaten path a little bit, but there is a reason why we chose this rather than Fourth. Fourth has a Sandag project on it, Fourth and Fifth. Fourth is the southbound side, Fifth is the northbound side, and there's a separated, protected bike lane, which is fantastic. But we are such a big mob that we are riding on First instead, and it's group rides are wonderful. Let me just talk about group rides for a couple minutes here. I'm a little apprehensive about that. I'm not a roadie, as some of you know who watch the channel regularly. I'm not a roadie. I'm not into like kind of mass fitness, I guess. I understand folks who do it. I understand the groups of people who get together and go on group rides. I see them usually when I'm out. You know, they have their bright colors on and their kit and everything, and they're doing some serious rides. I mean, they're not going like 5 or 10 miles. You know, these people are usually doing like, you know, dozens of miles, which is great, and I love that they can do that. I want them to be safe doing that, and I want more infrastructure for them. This is a group ride. I like the all ages rides. I like the all abilities rides. We have a wonderful group in town called Nice and Easy, and they put together a ride. I think it's like monthly or so, and it's exactly what it says. It's nice and easy. It's all ages, all abilities, all different bikes, and this Pride Ride is similar. And this is hosted by the San Diego County Bike Coalition, and a wonderful group of people. And they do excellent events. They promote awareness and do good activism. I really like going to the events that they host. This is one of those. This is an event that I could bring my kid on. My kid is in this mob of people riding bicycles. One of the reasons why I love group rides is A, there's no pressure. Like, we're not leaving anybody behind. We're not, doing like high impact sweating and making people try to hit numbers. We're just out enjoying bikes, which frankly I think is the way a lot of people ride bikes. If you're not like in the culture and like a serious cyclist, I feel like you just want to go out and ride your bike and be safe. Maybe you want to casually get exercise. Maybe you want to casually get down to the store, go to the market, whatever. This is the style of riding that I think most people are into. The normies, I guess, the folks who don't identify as bicycle riders, but just ride bikes because it's a natural thing to do. This fella up here is practicing no hands. I've told you all before, but I'll tell you again. I've been riding bicycles since I'm a child, and I cannot ride a bicycle with no hands. I can ride with one hand, but taking both hands off the handlebars, I just can't seem to do it. Maybe it's just in my head. Maybe I've been telling myself that for so long. Maybe I should practice sometimes. If I practice and fall, I'll probably have the camera on and you'll see it. But here we are on First. Beautiful residential street, pretty calm. And there's hardly been any traffic coming in the other direction. And it's Pride weekend, so a lot of people are over at Balboa Park. That is going to be the eventual end to this. but I thought that it was a little strange that we went so far west and took first rather than fourth. But we are making our way to a location, and I'm excited to show that to you because I didn't know about it, and a lot of people on the ride didn't know about it. So you'll get to see it at the end of this. But it's just another alternative. There are a bunch of roads that um, go in the same direction that are parallel, but there's also a canyon that cuts it up. And so a bunch of the roads don't go through. So you can get through on 6th, 5th, and 4th, but 3rd and 2nd, and then Front Street and State and streets further west don't have anything, but we have a bridge on 1st. So we are going over that bridge now, and it's a lovely view. That's the other thing about riding on a road like this in a neighborhood like this. There are these pockets of just very gorgeous views, and if I was not with a whole group of folks, I might pull over and look down into the canyon and enjoy the breeze that comes through the nature, and it's really just lovely. So we're going to take this bridge over to Nutmeg, and that's where we're going to hang this left up here. You might be able to see people already prepping to do that. We're just waiting for a driver to go by there, and then the ride is going left on Nutmeg. And we're just going to take this a couple blocks down to 3rd, and that's going to bring us to a little park tucked away at 3rd and Olive, which is the Olive Street Park, but it's also, as of last year, the San Diego AIDS Memorial. This is a park dedicated to remembering the San Diegans who have lost their lives to HIV/AIDS. There's a plaque commemorating them, as well as all the organizations that have been involved in the fight. I recommend you check it out. And from here, we are, as a group, going to drive less and ride a bike. Thanks.